Hello, this video has been designed to discuss how to integrate Films on Demand into Moodle. Films on Demand offers streaming video about various topics such as history, technology, and biology, to name a few. In order to access Films on Demand, first go to the Academics tab located on the SUNY Delhi website. Next, click on Resnick Library. Once I arrive at the Resnick Library site, I'm going to go to Find Articles. Next, I'm going to click on By Database A through Z. Next, I'm going to click on F through G. And you can see there is a link to Films on Demand. I'm going to click on that link to Films on Demand. Once I click on Films on Demand, I may be asked to log in with my Delhi username and password. Enter those credentials to enter Films on Demand. Once I enter my credentials, I'll be brought to the Films on Demand homepage. You have the Home tab, you have the Collections tab, where you can see a list of all the collections of videos. You also have the Featured Producers, so you can see some of the producers that are involved with Films on Demand. Let's go to Collections and click on Technology and Society. So now let's take a look at some options we have with the video. On the right side, you can click on the Segments button and access particular segments of the video by clicking on the title of each segment. So if I want to click on the Direct Link to Brands segment, I simply click on the title, and I'm brought to that segment of the video. I can also access the interactive transcript by clicking on the Transcript button, and I'm brought to the interactive transcript where I can search for particular words throughout the video. I can also print the transcript and also disable transcript auto-scrolling. If I click the Related button, I can access a list of related videos. Now let's discuss how to integrate a Films on Demand video into Moodle. First, I'm going to click on Embed. And now you will see there's access to an LTI link. LTI stands for Learning Tools Interoperability, meaning that this video can be tracked within Moodle for participation. So now you can track in the gradebook if students view the video. So I'm going to copy this link. Within a Moodle course, I'm now going to click on Add an Activity or Resource. Now I'm going to select External Tool and click Add. So within the settings for the external tool, I provided an activity name. For the launch URL, I pasted the URL. Now, if I were to leave this URL as is, students would have to log in to view the video because of this easy proxy portion, because you may be logging into Films on Demand outside of the campus. So what happens is Films on Demand will then ask students to log in if they're going to be off campus. So we can remove this portion of the URL, and we're going to replace it with another section of a URL. So I'm going to go to the Faculty Lounge, which has the steps on how to do this within the Cool Tools and Apps section. I'm going to scroll down, and I'm going to open the Films on Demand guide. I'm going to open it. I'm going to scroll down, and there's a portion that discusses how to manipulate that URL. So we actually want to get this part of the URL, Secure Films, and that will allow students to directly access the film without having to log in. So I'm going to copy this portion of the URL. Now I'm going to paste that portion of the URL. So notice that I placed it right before On Demand. And now I'm going to select for the launch container new window. So the video from Films on Demand launches in a new window. And now I'm going to click Save and Return to Course. Now if I click on Films on Demand, it'll open in a new window, click Continue. And there's the video. You can activate closed captioning by clicking on the CC symbol here. And then you can also maximize the screen, or you can just keep it as is and play the video. You can also just provide a link to the Films on Demand video. It does not have to be an LTI link. So that's where we can just easily copy the title URL. After copying the title URL, I'm going to go to Add an Activity or Resource within a Moodle course. And instead of an external tool, I'm going to select URL. Now I'm going to click Add. Within the URL settings, I've added a name and description. And for the external URL field, you will see the title URL that I've pasted. And you will also see the Easy Proxy portion, which means that students will have to log in order to view the video from Films on Demand. And then for appearance, I'll select New Window, so the URL opens up in a new window. Now I'm going to click Save and Return to Course. Now I'm going to click on the Films on Demand URL. And as you see, it opens in a new window. And what's nice about this is I have access to the transcript. The LTI URL just provides an embedded video in a new window. This concludes the video about Films on Demand. Films on Demand is a great resource that can support you in flipped learning environments and can easily be integrated into Moodle. If you would like further assistance, please come to the Cal Center for Teaching and Learning, and we'll be happy to help you.